love this story. Big changes could be coming to how investment firms market themselves to the public. Under a bill that's expected to be signed into law next week, hedge funds and private equity funds would be able to advertise to the retail investor. Kate Kelly joins us. I'm fascinated by this, Kate. I mean, what are you going to get? Paulson Stadium now, SAC Capital advertising on television? I mean, the highly secretive industry suddenly can start advertising, right?
Well, this is the question that everyone's been asking, Bill, and it's an excellent one. I mean, with some of the traditional bans removed upon the hedge fund and private equity investing, essentially allowing them to reach out directly to the retail investor for the first time ever since the 30s, what are we going to see? I'm told that the large institutions, those sort of mega million-dollar money managers, are probably not going to take advantage of this. You're not going to see the SAC Capital halftime report during a Monday Night Football game, or direct advertising in the newspapers anytime soon from Paulson and the like. Primarily because those funds cater to institutional investors, and they have sort of a direct dialogue with those folks. They don't necessarily need the broader retail reach. What I'm told we're more likely to see, first of all, is sort of a soft response to this, like maybe more enhanced websites. You notice that many hedge fund websites are password protected and you can't see a whole lot. That may change. You may start to see some advertising in trade publications, but this may primarily benefit the smaller hedge funds that do want to reach out to more retail investors.
It just reminds me when lawyers started advertising, it was such a bizarre situation, but we're now used to that now. When does this law take effect? What's the timetable on all this?
So there's some rulemaking that needs to be done by the SEC, and they have about 90 days to do that under the current act. And after that, I presume there will be a comment period where they'll gather more information. So lawyers who represent the hedge fund industry are looking to sort of late this year or early next year for actual implementation, but that's a bit of a moving target at the moment.
By the way, we should point out that all of this is part of a bill that was dedicated to jumpstarting small businesses. So how did the hedge fund provision find its way? I think I know the answer. We all know how Congress works, but how did this happen?
Well, I asked myself the same question, and I did some looking into that today. Of course, this was a law that was heavily favored by House Republicans, who tend to be business friendly, whether it's businesses large or small. And in this case, this particular language was contributed by the Majority Whip, Representative Kevin McCarthy from California. And his point was this will cut the cost of doing business for capital seekers, who would like to go to a new pool of investors and don't need or want all the red tape that's historically come with soliciting investors. So that's kind of the origin of it, guys.